Just like everyone else, I get caught up in the whole goal making in January. You know, the whole new year, new me. But unlike everyone else, I actually don't act on those goals until the end of March, early April. And in this video, I'm going to explain why I actually don't do any of my goals until March or April. And go over some of the goals that I have set for myself for the next year. This is Life by Design. My name is Erin. Let's get into it. So, I don't know about you, but in January and February, I'm not in action mode. I'm very much still in hibernation, self-reflection mode. I am not at all ready to join a gym and do the 75 hard challenge or 75 soft even. I don't want to do anything. I want to be at home. I want to hygge. I don't want to get up and go. It's cold in Denmark. It's dark. It's windy. There's 9 times out of 10 there's a dark cloud over the sky. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do anything. But I still get caught up in that. So I give myself permission. I make lists. I do the whole mood board, goal setting, breaking it down by sections and areas, SMART goal stuff. I don't do anything from it. I make the list, I do the things, and then I put it away, which is kind of counterintuitive because that's when you have the most motivation. So you're like, let's go. But that's not, it doesn't work for me. Why? Well, when I get caught up in all of that, the marketing from the companies, the people posting about their goals and how they set goals and what their goals are, I get caught up in their goals. And I usually end up adding their goals to stuff from my life. Because my should beast won't shut the hell up. Sidetrack. The should beast is an idea from Joanna DeVoe. AKA the hippie witch in her podcast. The should beast is the monster on your shoulder telling you should be doing this or you should be doing that. You shouldn't eat this. You shouldn't do that. You know, sometimes it looks like my mother. Sometimes it looks like Haunter, the Pokemon. I don't know why. It just is. So this should beast is telling me I should be adding all of these other people's goals to my list, to what I should be doing with my life in 2022 or 2021. And it's not actually things that I want to be doing or things that I like doing, and just in general. So once I'm done creating all the lists and making them fancy and things like that, and making mind maps, because love a good mind map, who doesn't? I put it away. And I don't look at it again until sometime either the beginning of February, around Candlemas or Imbolc. And by that time, a lot of the new year, new me pressure is kind of gone. But mostly I just look at it, make some slight adjustments, maybe take some stuff away that no longer resonates with me, and then I put it away again. Putting it away is the most important part because it gives me a time to rest and reassess what's going on in my life. And I get to connect and understand what I want, and what I should be doing, and not what the should beast is telling me to do, or what somebody else on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube is telling me to do. So when do I actually get off my butt and get going? My birthday is the 21st of March. Perfect day. It is a pretty amazing day, actually. It is the Spring Equinox. Sometimes. Depends. Some say it's the 20th. It's the 21st. It's full day of actual spring. So, it's also the Iranian New Year called Nowruz. And it is World Down Syndrome Day, which I don't think is a coincidence. I think that was definitely destiny. Because my oldest son has Down syndrome. So that was perfect. Yes. So March 21st is an amazing day. not just because it's my birthday. When spring hits, when the flowers are blooming, when I see a dandelion or a bumblebee or a butterfly or hear the birds chirping, and when it no longer gets dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when I'm ready for action. That's when my new year comes to life. So either on my birthday or whatever day close to my birthday, I pull out my list, and that's when I do a major edit. I go through each goal, and I'm like, does this really resonate with me? And if it does, I will turn it into actions. I add things, I get really specific, I add numbers, I do more of the SMART goals there. I get rid of things that just don't feel right. And I put things like on hold because I can only do so much. And when I'm done editing, I create visuals because I'm a visual person. I have a mind map digitally that I can look at anytime I want, and then I write them out. They're over here in this little corner. It's kind of altar-like for goals because the handwriting adds some extra personal power to it. So now that I have explained how I set my goals, I think we should take a deep dive into some of the goals that I have set for this year. So I will meet you back in a minute. Okay, so here are my goals. I use mindmeister.com to create this little mind map here. I'll link them down below. I have split up them into different areas. So I have career, finance and wealth, personal growth, mindset, which they can kind of go together, but I like to keep them separate. Health and fitness, personal relationships, fashion and beauty, sustainability, Forgotten, that's what my home's name is. Leave me alone. So I'm only going to touch on my finance and wealth, personal growth, health and fitness, and the last three, which basically those are the things I'll be talking about on this channel, is my home, sustainability, fashion and beauty, health and fitness, personal growth. Let's dig into finance and wealth first. My goal is to create 3 streams of income and not just have a single income. And the first one is through active income. So that will be getting a job, basically. So I would like to have a monthly income of 30,000 krones a month. Job hunting is a minimum of 2 job applications a week. And I would like to create a physical portfolio. I think something physical to hand to people is a lot better. The passive income stream is going to be investing. I need to research more about it because I hear a lot about it. I see a lot about it on TikTok, but I don't know jack squat. And I definitely need to research investing in Denmark and how that works, and to get familiar with the words used in the Danish investing community, because I have no idea. I do know that I need to have at least 3,000 krones saved up to start investing. And I also want to create investing accounts for both my kids, so they're set up now, and not, having to start invest when they're 35 like mother. So I would like to create some semi-passive income, probably through Etsy or Fiverr, or Fiverr, however you pronounce it. Fiverr would be more freelancing, social media marketing, whatnot. This would be more like self-hosted things where I would create my own planners, digital planners, children's books, children's worksheets, nature activities. And these are things I do for myself or for my kids as well. So it would just be showcasing what I already do and putting it out for the world for those people it helps. So those are my financial and wealth or abundance goals. Personal growth is my hobbies. After reading 4,000 Weeks, I have condensed my hobbies down to 4 major hobbies and a 5th one that's kind of comes and goes, but it's not like something I actively focus on. What I actively do is hiking, geocaching, sewing, and life by design. So hiking, I want to find hikes that match 5 kilometers, 10, 15, 20, 25, and over that. Those are all like the hits that I have to go through. And there's a All Trails app that I've been using to saving different hikes. With geocaching, I want to find 200 geocaches. I have 53 right now. And I want to create 10 geocaches in the area where I live in Skiva. I also want to create geocaching bags, just a small one for the car. So if I decide to go geocaching one day with the kids, I have something like an extra pen, some of the painted rocks that I leave when I find geocaches where you can leave things in, things like that. And I saw this really cool geocache shadow box where you put all the stuff that you find in the geocache in there. I want to create that. So that's definitely on my list. Sewing is my Make 9 challenge. I will have a video on that coming out later next week, actually. So I'm not going to go too much into that. I'm not going to go too much into my spirituality because that's a little personal right now. I'm not comfortable sharing that yet. Maybe in the future. I don't know. And I want to read 50 books for this year. I've read 4, which is less than I should be reading, but I got a little distracted in February. All right, let's go over to health and fitness. My goal is to weigh 85 kilos. That is the goal that I would like to have, so I maintain 85 kilos for the rest of my life. That's my goal. I have fitness routines. I posted on my Instagram my new strength training area. I'm going to train every day, no off days, because if I have off days, I use them too much. So I'm just going to throw out the off days. No more off days. I'm going to train every day. Walking and hiking. Here's where I put the hiking every other weekend as possible. And mobility training. So this will be mobility programs, yoga, flexibility, things like that to get my joints a little bit more flowy and less creaky and crunchy. I will do a weight check every week. Same day, Wednesdays. Oh, I should probably write that down. Wednesdays. Ooh, not Wednesdays, Wednesdays. I will do a measurement check monthly. Sleep routine is in bed at the same time. So I start a wind down at 22:30, which is 10:30 in regular time. And go to bed at 11. And then I wake up at the same time and I start my wake up routine at 6. I've been slacking on those a little bit. February just threw me for a loop. It was not a good month. February really sucked. And my healthy eating. I want to create a yearly meal plan so that I have, I'll probably go into this, but I want a meal plan for a year, basically. So I don't have to think about it. I hate having to think about it. I definitely want to do seasonal eating, meal prepping. I need to increase my water intake, which I have been doing. I want to eat all but 2 meals at home a month, so only eat out twice a month. I need to keep it under 1,800 calories. I don't know why I didn't have that here. I have it on my written one. So that's interesting. And input that in the FitnessPal app. And 115 Crohn's a day is what I'm going to do to try to feed my family because food is expensive now with the war in Ukraine going on, and I don't have a job. So my weekly meal budget is 800 Crohn's a month, or 800 Crohn's a week. That's roughly 115 Crohn's a day. So that's my goal. This is going to be a whole video unto itself. Sustainability is a lot of research because I was very into it at one time, but I kind of got out to it a long time ago. I have this idea for zones related to permaculture, like myself being zone 1, and then my home, the neighborhood, the city, the communa or county, and then country, but I'm not quite sure. I have this link of this interesting design this woman did about permaculture and cities and zones. I do want to reduce my consumption by 10% and reduce my waste by 10%. And eating locally is I will buy things from Denmark first. Then Scandinavia and Germany, and I wrote Tyskland, and that's Danish for Germany. And countries close by is where I'll buy from second. Third is Europe, and then fourth is Asia and Africa. And again, seasonal eating. And I have a link in my Notion, in my knowledge database, for that. I think that's about it there. And finally, Fengarten, which is the name I have given my house. And this is a kind of everything in its place, and everything has a place. So it's organization, room by room. But I also need to go through the Marie Kondo process again. And I've broken it down to the rooms in my little apartment. I would also want to do a transformation of my porch and my terrace. I don't know if I'll be able to afford both. I'm going to start with the porch because it's a smaller area. And maybe do the terrace, but I would want to focus more on small container gardening there. But we'll see. And then finally, a cleaning schedule for things to do daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, things like that. Yeah. All right. So those are some of my goals for 2022. You'll definitely see me talk about them and check up on them on this channel as the year progresses. And on that note, I will say thank you for watching my journey. I will see you next Friday. And remember to live a life by design and not by default. Hi.